All right, little update on the Spitfire. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. Spitfire. I mean, does that sound good? It's a Spitfire. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh. We'll wait. That's the tentative nickname. Uh, Last video didn't have the hood kind of visible. The hood's down now. You can kind of see the what I believe to be part of a GT6 hood that would have run along the middle of a GT6. Grafted over here, offset. It is functional. I don't know, cowl induction. You can kind of see here. Maybe you can see the air cleaner. I don't know. Maybe you can when you're driving it, but the windshield's filthy. But yeah, kind of a cool factor there, I guess. Although it is fully functional. Yeah, so I scored some stuff for the car here, making some progress. Today I met a guy, Facebook Marketplace, awesome, great place to find junk. Had some Mark II Spitfire stuff. He had lost a Mark II Spitfire to a garage fire, unfortunately, but he had some parts. I did score a gas tank, and like I said, it's for a Mark II, but and I know I've got a Mark IV/1500, but it'll work as good as the air compressor tank that's in there. If someone can retrofit that, I can certainly retrofit the other tank. It'll fit. It'll fit fine. Give me a little more fuel capacity. And obviously, you might notice a lot of the carpet's out of the car now. A lot of the rodent stink is gone. There's still some remnants I got to peel away, but for the most part, it's gone. In preparation of getting all this out and kind of coating it. And maybe I was not gonna, but maybe I'm gonna put in some carpet now. You can see the seats I scored though. These are from a Mark II Spitfire. You can see there's some damage to this one. Needs to have some adhesive put on it probably, but I'm not complaining. It doesn't smell like mouse pee. These things are crazy comfortable. I think they look the part. I love the low back buckets. I mean, they just fit with the line of the car. Just a note, if you ever try to put Mark II seats in a Mark IV or 1500 or any other Spitfire, the whole locations, laterally, they're the same. The spacing is the same, but the width there, you can kind of see the old hole right. Well, of course, I'm in my own way. You can see the old hole here. I had to drill new holes. I'm going to say about 1.25 inches over. Drill new holes, and I don't know, these are still here. I'll find a grommet, or maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe some flex tape. I've had good luck with that for other stuff. So, new holes in there. Seats are in. Tracks came from the Mark II. They do slide forward and back. They work well. That seat is a little damaged. The passenger seat's in real good shape. The piping is kind of stained looking. Maybe I can try some of that bleach white stuff, or if anybody can suggest anything to use. They're really supple. I mean, these are extremely comfortable seats. I couldn't imagine a more comfortable seat for this car. And like I said, I just like the style. Going for that vintage racer look, I guess, and they really fit the part. I was going to use like some C4 Corvette seats, maybe some Miata seats, but I ended up getting these seats in that fuel tank for $160. Would have been $150, but neither one of us had change. So can't even be mad. I could have spent a lot more just on frames and tracks. So that got me pretty far ahead in this regard. It's drivable again. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Going to try to find some carpet. I'm actually going to start shopping around tonight and see what I can find for a shade of blue that might match this. I think it'll look good with the silver exterior. Just go with a blue carpet. Got the old trim piece that goes back here. It's like a cardboard, like fiber board. I kept it as a template so I can make a new one. But it's in the shed. It just reeks of mouse urine. See what else. I also got to look into the rear suspension. There's a lot of rear camber here. I don't know if my springs are worn. Structurally, everything looks okay. I don't know if you can quite see it here, but a lot of rear camber. And I know some of these kind of, maybe they sit that way. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see it, but got to straighten that out. And the front end does sit high. I'm not too worried about that right now. Seems like with a little bit of extra weight from this engine, it would sit lower. But I might see what I can do. Maybe there's European springs, or I don't know, maybe I could just be a cheap ass and cut a coil. Now originally, I was gonna make kind of just a go-kart out of this thing, but I'm starting to kind of fall in love with it. I admit it. It's got a charm about it. So really this update's for me and my poor memory over anything, but if anybody has any suggestions for a vendor where to get some good carpet, or maybe a DIY kind of a way around it, way to get some material and make my own, I'm all for it. Trying to keep the budget cheap with the acetone, the scrapers, everything I bought for the car to remove the carpet, hardware store trip, the seats, the gas tank, the car. I'm into the car for, well, the purchase price of the car, the seats and the gas tank, I'm in it for $560. And I think I made a $60 trip to the hardware store. So call it $620. If I could get this thing straightened out for $1,000 and actually be able to drive it on the road comfortably, that'd be awesome. Tires should be cheap. They're 155, 80, 13s. I might go with 175, 70s. Also, I got to rebuild the carburetor. It's just not delivering fuel quite like it should. You know, above a certain load and above any kind of real RPM. And I got to get a tach for it too. It's funny. It's got all this instrumentation. Nice odometer gauges. No tachometer. We'll see. I might remake the dash and put the speedo and the tach in the middle, or maybe I'll buy an aftermarket tach and just, I don't know, mount it somewhere, mount it on the dash. I'll have to think about that a little bit. No plans for a radio or anything, I don't think right now. I'm going to keep it light. I mean, this thing has got to be light. It doesn't have any windows, or the doors are gutted except for the handles themselves. So, yeah, this is just kind of my video diary here, part 2. Making some progress. I think it's a cooler car than when I brought it home. Already with just a few minor things. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to count the supplies to the store. So we're just going to call this $560 deep on this thing right now. And we'll see how much I can get done for $1,000. We'll see where I end up at $1,000. And I think I'll be carburetor rebuilt. I'll have carpet in it, and maybe some tires if I'm budgeting wisely. And then when this thing's really running good, or here shortly, I might do a driving video just to show you guys what it is. I mean, it's quick. It's a quick little car, even with the carburetor squirreled out. So, all right. Well, I appreciate it. And again, if anybody has any suggestions on vendors or DIY methods to get some flooring or carpeting, or any backing, or just vendors they've had good luck with, let me know. I haven't really bought a lot of Spitfire stuff. So, all right. Thank you.